Hey, hey, hey. Let's get to it. I did already put my primer on. I used the original primer today. Let that sit a couple minutes just so it really soaks into my pores. I really wanted to create a fantastic kind of like veil for my face. So not only is it a pore and wrinkle minimizer, it's also going to set my makeup for the rest of the day. So yes, it's, somewhat early that I'm doing my makeup, but it's gonna last all night long. I'm not gonna have to worry about touch-ups, which is what I'm all about. So what I'm gonna do today is, you guys, I'm obsessed with our BB cream. I have oily skin, large pores, so this BB cream is specifically made for those people who have that kind of skin type, even though you don't need to have that skin type in order to use a BB cream, because it has so many good ingredients in it for your skin and for your face. So using a BB cream or a CC cream is a must. I can let you guys know if you're curious on which one would work better for you, whether it's a CC or a BB. I have a 2-minute really quick skincare quiz, and we can determine the best products for you. So in my link here that I did post, check the skincare quiz out, and I will get back to you. Just fill it out and we'll go from there. So I do about a pea size, I would say. And that might be even a little bit too much. So I kind of just move that BB cream all around my face. And then, as you guys saw, I have a ton of acne scarring. So the BB cream is a very nice coverage. And it's so lightweight and moisturizing. So I love building my foundation up with a BB or a CC cream. So you don't need to build it up. This is all preference. I just like the coverage I get when I put a BB or a CC cream down first, and then we'll work in my foundation. Okay. You always want to bring your product down a little bit onto your neck just to kind of blend into your natural skin tones. Obviously our necks and our faces, they're always a little bit off. I have a lot of redness in my chest. It's just naturally how I am. So bringing some of the product down your neck is really important. My tip with that though is make sure if you are bringing your products down, when you wash your face, wash further down your neck, or you might start breaking out. We don't want that. So moving the BB cream around. Now there's a couple different ways that I do this next step. Sometimes I'll use my pressed powder now and then foundation. I've been liking the way it looks if I do my pressed powder on top. So after the BB cream, I'm going to go in with our VFX Pro foundation. You guys, this is like $24.90. And I've been using this solid for 3 months now, and I'm still probably a half a bottle. I do about a half a pump of this. Because I already have that base in the BB or the CC cream, I don't need to use a full pump of foundation. So if you are not putting a base down first, you may need to use a little bit more foundation. Also, another tip, man, I'm just full of tips today. When you put your foundation on, I want you to do your nose last. So you're going to tap your cheeks, you're going to tap your forehead, your chin, you're going to move that product around, and then you're going to tap around your nose and fill in your coverage around your nose area. The reason behind that is because if you take a full glob and do that first, you're going to just clog those pores up like crazy. So if you disperse and dispense the foundation elsewhere, and then at the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're not going to get a ton of product clogging your pores and making you break out. Okay. All right, so after my foundation, this is where I'm going to go in with my powders. I have a transparent powder, which is a really amazing setting powder, and then I also have our pressed powder. So I use both. I have been loving using the little sponge that it comes with. And I've said this before, but just make sure you guys, if you're using these kind of sponges, you need to get new ones fairly regularly because they get nasty. And I know you guys that use them can attest to that. Like, this one's getting pretty gross on this side, so I just flipped it over. Now I have a clean side over here. So I'm gonna just grab some of my powder and start putting that on. Now for me, because I like to set my under eye area and brighten up certain areas, I avoid the pressed powder under my eyes and in like my T-zone, everywhere that I'm gonna brighten. I just avoid my pressed powder because this is a pressed powder in the shade Warm Medium. So I don't want to deepen up an area that I'm going to try and lighten next. So I'm putting it here because this is where I'm going to contour. I'm going to put it along those lines here. I'm going to focus heavily on my chin because, you know, yeah, there's all that. And then bring a little bit of this down and easy peasy. So after the pressed powder, I'm going to go in with the setting powder, the transparent powder, and I'm just gonna grab a nice amount, pushing a good force down, and then I'm just gonna place it. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm actually gonna do my light concealer over top, and I'm gonna repeat this process again. Just because I am oily. For those of you guys that are not, and you really want to bake your makeup or set your makeup with a transparent powder like this, you may not have to do it before and after, but if you're oily, you may need to. So I'm gonna let that sit just a second or so, you know, and obviously it's not pretty. It doesn't need to be because you're gonna just blend it on out. But in the meantime, I'm going to do a little bit of a contour and highlight type thing. I do like the highlight sticks and contour sticks. I was talking to, I think, Megan or somebody about it not too long ago, but I don't like the highlight stick under my eye because I feel like I have to press it and be a little rough with the under eye skin, and I don't want to do that because that skin is so thin as it is. I don't want to create more wrinkles and all that kind of stuff. So I have to find an alternative. If you guys have any suggestions with the highlight stick, I really do like it, and I like the way that it feels on. I just don't like the application process of it because I don't want to pull at that skin. So any tips are appreciated, but I am going to use the contour stick, and I'm just going to wind it on up, put a little bit here, 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 here. And those of you guys that want to learn a little bit more about contour, check out my albums. I did start putting together albums. I have more albums coming shortly. Anybody know why I just did that? Because we're going to make my lips look a little fuller. Makeup is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm going to do a little bit of a... So I'm going to go in with this angled brush and kind of just buff out that contour that I did on the bottom here. So I think the contour sticks are like $10 or something. And those of you guys that are new and don't know, these products are all Farmasi products. They Farmasi is a European company, so based out of Europe. So we have over, what is it? Like 1,300 chemicals or ingredients that are banned over in Europe, like in their foods and in their makeup cosmetics, whereas here in the US we only have like 11 banned ingredients. So you're getting an amazing quality product, and I just absolutely fell in love after just using a couple products. So now that I'm trying out more and more and more, I'm having even more fun and just seeing what they're all about. I just love everything that I'm learning, which is a breath of fresh air, right? I joined this company kind of because I just felt it. You know, I just had that feeling that this was the right time for me, the right place, the right time. So I made that leap, and the products are just amazing, you guys. They're amazing. And the biggest joy I have is that I get to tell you guys that like these products are like under 20 bucks. I think we have maybe 5 tops, 2 or 3 or 4 products that are over $20 in our makeup line. That's awesome. I so badly wanted to give you guys something that was affordable, and here we are. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. All right, so I buffed out that contour, and now I'm going to take another brush and kind of just sweep away this transparent setting powder. I'm going to go in with Light Ivory is the concealer that I'm obsessed with to brighten under my eyes. I'm obsessed. I wish I had better lighting, that I wasn't so whited out right now. There we go. Now I just can't move. And I hate when I do that. See, you guys distracted me. I am going to, this stuff dries fairly fast. So I'm just going to move that light concealer all around. We're going to get a nice bright under eye. I'm going to set it again with that setting powder to just help with my oil absorption and oil production. We're going to buff this out. And then I'm going to, hopefully this didn't set. So taking a lighter concealer than your actual shade is going to be a fantastic brightening concealer for you. What's great about concealers is if you need it to actually conceal blemishes, whatever, you can do that before you put on your BB, your CC, your foundation. And you don't have to worry about 100% correct color matching with your concealer. But using this brighter, lighter shade is fantastic. And it's so easy to use, you guys. You're seeing me blend this, right? Like, all I'm doing is taking a brush and blending it. And I just look, and I feel so much more awake, right? Okay, all right. Now, I'm gonna set a little bit more. Like, those of you guys that really know me, I'm like very, very oily, very oily, very, very, very oily. So I'm gonna set and bake twice. Done with that. And this. Okay, next I'm going in with my 3-in-1 palette. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is like top 5 favorite products for me. Maybe even top 3. Yeah, this is like my jam. I have some on hand. So if you guys are interested in this, I can get this out in the mail for you. Obviously not in the next couple days because it's not going to get to you fairly quick. But you guys, I can get this out to you. And it's like under $20. I think this is $18.90. Yeah. You get your blush, highlight, and your contour. All together now. All right, going back in with that fluffy brush that I buffed out the contour stick, I'm going to just grab a little bit of the contour powder here. And just ever so lightly, just kind of brushing along that area. Don't mind my baby hairs up here. My kids are 3.5 and 4.5, and this regrowth is just insane. Look at that. It's getting there. It's getting there. When you're using a contour, whether it's the stick or a powder, you want to make sure you don't bring your highlight any further in than the end of your brow. It's very important because you don't want to look fake. Who wants to look fake? No, it's not cute. So when you're putting on your contour, just make sure you don't go any closer than the outer part of your brow. Oh, you know what? We forgot about this here. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the powder, but I'm also just at the same time taking that contour that we put under the lip, just kind of buffing it out a little bit. I'm gonna take this and just brush this stuff away now. We're good. We're set. Okay, moving on. I am gonna go in with some blush right here. You wanna smile, find the apples of your cheeks, and then I like to bring my blush back a little bit. So I do a little bit and bring it back. We have a new Be Fit line coming out. I'm so excited to show you guys as soon as I get that line. It is so exciting. It's primarily made for those of you guys that are super busy. You're on the run. You guys are fitness. You go to the gym, you work out, you just gotta go, 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 go. So this Be Fit line is made with you guys in mind. It is an amazing new tinted moisturizer, a new lip tint or a lip stain that's also a blush. There is a color correcting powder. So there's so many amazing things coming, you guys. A new setting spray that has is perfect for you guys that are on the run, a quick, whatever. I'm so excited to learn more about this line and to be able to show you guys that it's coming out. It's being released this coming 2020. So January, we're going to hear all this good stuff that's coming. So I'm excited to show you guys all the new stuff happening. Our new catalogs for the year were just released. They were just dropped. So we can now order the new catalogs. Hi. And they're ready to be purchased and ordered. They're in my cart. So my next order, I will be getting those. While I'm rambling, I'm going to do some highlight. So I'm going to take this and just go right above the cheekbone, right on top of and above the blush that you just set.
Mommy, I'll eat a big old kimchi.
You are? Don't hit the camera. I'm going to take some highlight on the nose here. Top of the cupid's bow on the lip, a little bit on the chin here. Sometimes I'll go under my brow. And then this may be a little bit difficult now since we have a helper. And then gonna do my brows, and then I'm gonna go in and do my eye look for you guys. So I'm going to take 2 brow products today just to kind of speed the process along. So I'm going to take the brow mascara. I'm going to use this to shape my brows as well as lay down a good foundation for my brows. Obviously, you guys can see I already have dark brows, so it's not primarily for lack of brows. It's just kind of filling and shaping them for me. We do have products for those of you guys that just don't have the brows at all. So we have a pomade, we have this powder, and then we have the mascara that I'm using right now. So I'm just kind of using this to shape and give me a good outline to fill a little bit more with the powder. I need to practice more with the pomade, to be totally honest with you guys. I've always liked like liquid and products like that. I have been liking this powder a lot. I'm going to let that dry just a second, and then I'm going to go in and fill a little bit more with this awesome brush that you can order from my site if you guys are interested. This has the spoolie on the one side and then the actual brush on the other side to apply your product. Whether it's the powder or the pomade, you can use this brush for either. And then I'm going to go in with the eyeshadow primer. I love using a primer. It's not a necessity. You don't need to use a primer. I just really like the way that the rest of my eye looks turn out. Where's the other big little brushes?
I need them.
I need them. I need the one. Where's one? So I'm taking a little bit here, putting it on my eyelid, my whole eye pretty much, just to kind of
get on my eyes.
I'll give it back. And then do the same thing on the other eye. This just gives us a blank canvas. It allows all the rest of our eye shadows that we put on to just have that color pop. It's not gonna blend into the oils in the oils that sit on your skin, as well as the purple and the blue veins that just naturally are on our eyes no matter your age. Here. And then I'm pretty sure my brows are dried, so I'm gonna go in with the powder. This is the middle shade, and then I'm just going to do ever so lightly, just little strokes up, and just kind of placing that product. Now, you guys, I'm being a little extra today. You don't need to do all of this all the time. Like during the week, I rock the bare minimum. But on the weekends, I really enjoy doing my makeup. So I like to spend a little bit more time and give myself a little more TLC, you know? So yeah, this is not the normal. I will let y'all know that real quick. Okay. I need this really quick.
Hey!
I will give it back. No whining. Okay. Getting a little toasty in here. Okay, so moving on to the eye look. All right, so today's eye look is, I have some inspiration. I'll post after this video isn't live. I'll post my inspiration to see if we come a little bit close to it. So I'm going to use this palette. It's called Sunset Kiss. So this is kind of the inspiration that I saw. It's pretty much following this color palette. So I'm going to start with two colors I'm going to use for the crease. So there's this middle, it's kind of like a coppery brown, but I'm also going like a burnt orange, I would call it as well. But then I'm also going to go in with just a normal brown. So I'm going to take a little bit of the brown. There we go. Take a little bit of the brown, take a little bit of this brown, and just start working my magic.
Is it dry?
I'm with a very light touch. I'm not very heavy-handed when I'm doing this because I want it to look fluffy. I don't want it to be very harsh lines. And the more you blend, the more you will get rid of harsh lines. So just to let you know, if you're coming across harsh lines on your makeup, just keep blending it. It will get a fluffy brush and just start blending.
Blend it. Okay.
So these eyeshadow palettes, you get the 3 powder shadows. I think it's like $20 for all 3 of them. And then the mono shadows, they're called. They're just the single eyeshadows here. Especially this brown. You can use it multi-purpose for sure. You can use it as a brow filler. You can use this as a contour. You can use this for lots of different things. You can do a smoky eye with it if you have a few other colors. Do the same thing over here. And when I'm doing my crease color, I'm going a little bit above my crease.
My hair on my face.
Especially those of you guys that may have a little bit of hooded eyes. When you do your makeup, make sure you like step back and look straight ahead. A lot of the times when we do our eye makeup, our eyes are closed or we're looking down. Just having a good perspective, if you have hooded eyes, it's important to just go a little bit above your crease.
Above on my face.
On that brow bone. Or eye bone.
Eye bone.
Eye bone.
Eye bone.
Eye bone.
Eye bone. Triangle.
Okay, so we have our crease color. I'm gonna go in next with a new brush, and I'm gonna go in with that gold coppery looking color. Just kidding, not copper. Oy, the gold. This gold. And I'm just gonna pat. When you're using a powder, you can tap off and get the excess off. It's hit or miss whether or not I do that, honestly.
Okay, I have 2 of these.
I know from what other people have said, if they were to get any kind of fallout, it's primarily the darker colors that you're going to notice more of that fallout. So I personally don't have that because I use a setting spray after I'm done with my makeup, and that literally stops any fallout from happening. So I can't relate to having fallout, but when people say they do experience it, they say it's primarily those darker colors. And I'm just grabbing more product and pressing it down to get it the color that I want. I will say I like a more bold look, so you may see me going in a lot more than maybe you would. I just like my eye looks a little bit more sharp and bold. So I put a lot on. And the beauty is, if it's too much, I can just blend it on out. So there's no harm, no foul with using too much. And then do the same thing on this side. And as you can see, I went a little bit lower with the brown. I didn't just put it in my crease, but when I'm putting the gold on top, it's creating a really nice transition. So the transition is that space in between your light and your dark colors. So I'm just kind of putting the gold on top of it, creating that little smooth transition here.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! So I want to go a little bit darker with the crease. So let's see what we're gonna do. What you doing?
I'm picking.
Oh, you're silly. All right, I'm gonna go in with more of this and kind of just place a little bit more in the crease. Now, the fun of this eye look is going to be the next step that I do, which is going to be that green that I'm going to put underneath my eye. So that's where the fun comes in, and I hope I can pull it off in my camera phone. It's not always the easiest to do it in my phone, and I apologize, but I may have some issues. I'm gonna lay it all out on the line. May not be perfect, but we're gonna just try. So this one, oh, actually I forgot about this. All right, so I'm gonna take, let's take this brush. So this brush is what I used for the gold. I'm gonna go in with the champagne eyeliner, but I'm gonna use it as a shadow just to give me a little more sparkle. So I've done a few eye looks with this. I've used it a little bit, and I just love the way that it comes out. So this is going to be right on the lid here. I'm just kind of patting and ever so gently moving it around. And then do the same thing on the other side because it's going to dry fairly quick. hold on. Oh, sorry.
Fish your face. Fish your face.
Yeah, you can have this in 1 second. Well, having children in here when my husband is supposed to be watching them is really great. So, we're doing our best here. We're just doing our best.
We're going upstairs now.
Yeah, you can go downstairs. I'll be down in a little bit. All right. Next up is the green. So I'm excited about this. I do want to say something. I have not done it yet, but I've heard we really should be sharpening our liner, even the one in these plastic containers. I always, obviously, you know you're supposed to sharpen the pencil ones, but I didn't know you can sharpen these as well. So creating a nice sharp tip is like going to be fantastic, especially for what I'm going to try and do here. Yeah, I need another mirror because my 3.5-year-old confiscated this one. Can you find me another mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go find me another mirror, and then you can have this one, okay?
Hey.
We'll switch. Okay.
Mommy? Well, you have that one, and I have this other mirror. Other mirror.
Where's the other one? Let's do this. It's slipping. Bra. She's playing with my bra. Good stuff. All right, so I used the green liner, but what I'm also going to do is take this very tiny flat brush, and I'm also going to place some of the Amazon green eyeshadow because I'm obsessed with it, first off, because look how gorgeous this shadow is. Oh my god, it's so pretty. And we're going to try and make some eyeshadow magic happen right now. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this. I will say, if this doesn't work, I'm going to show you plan B. Okay, that's kind of turning out. It's getting there. Another option you can do is you can spray your brush. Actually, I'm going to do that, actually. I am. All right. I'm going to spray this brush with some setting spray. And the setting spray is going to help keep that product still. Does that make sense? All right, so I sprayed a little bit of the Time Locker setting spray on here. And then I'm going to grab some more product here and then start applying, and it's going to allow for no fallout. Okay, so once I put it on with this brush, I'm going to, of course, she took it, so I don't have it. The other brush I wanted. All right, well, this'll have to work. So there's another like domed tiny brush that you can use. I was gonna just buff out a little bit more, but that may not be the case. So plan B. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. I think if I do this eye look again, I would just not put the green liner on the bottom. It just kind of takes it to a little bit different of a look than I was going for. I think the Amazon green eyeshadow would have just been perfectly fine without having that liner down first. But I still like it. It's pretty. Okay. It's okay. Oh, it's right here. It's right next to that book on its side, the magazine up top. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is start adding in some black eyeliner, and that's gonna pull together like the under eye, the whole eye look all together. I feel like mascara and eyeliner and lashes and all those things really like finish out a look. So don't be discouraged if you're working on an eye look and it's just not going the way you planned. Finish it out. Try to go from start to finish, even if you're not feeling it, and just kind of see how the mascara and eyeliner just pull everything together. So this was my obsessed Amazon green monoshadow. This one's called, and these are like $10. And it's gonna last you like years and years and years. So my next step, I'm gonna go in with that 3-in-1 palette again that I'm obsessed with, you guys, like $18. I'm gonna take the highlight here, press it there on the inside. What a difference that makes, right? It just like brightens up my inner eye and my eye all together. So I love adding this pop of inner duct color. I'm also gonna take a little bit on top here. I'm gonna also go right on over here. All right, it's going good. And I'm contemplating if I'm gonna go in with my Tory Bell magnetic lashes today. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I don't know. We will see. It may be a last minute decision. Okay. But I'm gonna show you the lips that I'm choosing for today as well, so stay tuned. All right. Mascara. Mascara and liner. You guys, my favorite liner is this ink pen liner. It is fantastic. It does not budge anywhere.
Downstairs now.
Look at how crisp and smooth that line is. It's amazing. All right, I'm almost done, Livy, okay?
Okay.
So
I see you.
we're gonna give that a second to dry, and then you can touch it and show everybody that it won't move, okay? I put eyeliner on my hand to show everybody. Okay, step to the side, please. Little missy poo.
Miss.
You cannot bump me though, Liv, okay?
Hello.
Ooh, yeah, that was a bump.
Hello.
Okay. Hi.
All
right.
I'm on the other side now.
Do not touch my knees. If you can get your makeup on with toddlers around, you are super woman. Women. I feel like I've been MIA a lot lately, and I can absolutely attribute it to my toddlers not letting me do anything without having fights and tantrums. I know I'm not the only one, so, but it makes it so difficult.
Cool.
You brushing your hair? So I had to do my eyeliner a little thicker than I normally would because it just went all crazy. Okay, I think I saved it. What do you guys think? I hope I saved it. All right, one down. Now I gotta try and match that. Oh man. But guys, look. This eyeliner is fantastic. You guys need to try this eyeliner. It's so good. Okay. Woo! Other eye. Okay. All right, no pressure, no pressure. Does anybody else like hold their breath when they do their liner? Because like I feel like I hold my breath.
This is gone. Hey, get out there.
Oh man, holding that mirror. Nope, can't do it in that one. Maybe I'll go from this way. Nope. Yes, Jen, you need this liner. I think the liner is like 16 bucks and this has been like 3 solid months and it has not failed me yet. All right, hold tight. I'm gonna have to do this like leaning down. Okay, I'm back. Alrighty, all right. So a little.
My hair.
Yes. A bun.
Mm-hmm.
So we saved the liner, especially on that side, man. That side's a little rough. All right, then I'm gonna do. Okay, so I will say. We have a couple different eyeliners as well. So we have our extralast that I actually use that green one for the part of the lower part of my eye, which comes in like 4 or 5 different colors. This is the extralast. It's waterproof. We also have this version. This is the express. And this one we have a bunch of different colors in as well. These ones are pencil, so they need to be sharpened every so often. But it is a really black as night kind of eyeliner. Whereas these ones are a little bit lighter. You might have to go over it a couple times to get that deepness in color that you want. Whereas this one, you literally like do one swipe and it's like black as night. So
Swipe or no swiping.
As well as it comes in like 4 or 5 different colors, which I plan on getting some of the other colors. They have like a light blue, which looks so pretty. So I can't wait to try more of these ones. The only thing is you need a pencil sharpener and makeup pencil sharpener to. Oh, nice. So I'm going to use this for the under part of my eye just because I want it deep and black and all that jazz. So here we go. Isn't that crazy? I did like 1 or 2 like swipe and a half. It's fantastic. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing over on this side. There we go.
Here we go.
All right, so now we're gonna do mascara. I love the extreme curl is amazing. It's awesome. My favorite. I've made the consensus. If you guys put a gun to my head and I had to pick a mascara, the Extreme Curl is my favorite. I love this angle in the brush. I love that it has, I think it's a silicone wand. I just love how it just separates and lengthens my lashes with like ease. This one, it's on its last leg, so this one's almost out. But I love this one so much.
When I see it.
All right, other eye. Look at that, guys. Crazy.
My blinky is cool.
All right, other eye. His hair.
There is. Oopsie, there is.
Those of you guys that may not have the length of lashes that you want, we have a product which is our lash and brow serum. It's something that you actually put on before you put your mascara on, as well as like you can put it on before bed, and it will grow your lashes. It has that ingredient Capixyl in it, so it's a growth ingredient. And it's a clear serum that will go on, but you can put it on right before you put mascara on. So there's no like specific time. You have to be careful when you put it on. You can put it on anytime. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry just for a hot minute there. I'll do my lips while we wait because yeah. Just cleaning my lips off. I'm going to go in with a liner, and then I'm going to do a color as well. So this is the color, or the liner number 219. Okay. 219. Here we go. Ooh, this is the first time I'm using this one. Because of makeup fall down, eyeshadow, any kind of fallout, it's very important to clean, dry your lips before you put your lip product on, because it's going to just let your lip colors stay that much longer on your lips when you're not trying to like cake it on top of your foundation or whatever kind of product that may have gotten onto your lips while you do your makeup. So this is shade 219, and here we go.
Always the best. I know when it was. Oh, the day she's the best. I love my sweet. Say hello, say
I feel like I was holding my breath for that too. Okay, so when I do my lip liner, I overdraw my bottom lip as well as my top lip here, but when I do the sides, I keep it true to my natural lip. if that makes sense. So when you're lining, I like to bring it in a little bit too. To each their own. I just don't like that like really sharp, I just don't like that really sharp lined look. You may, and that's totally fine. You probably look beautiful in it. I personally just don't like that look. So when I line, I bring the product in here, 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 and here. And then we're gonna add the actual lip color. So I love our liquid matte colors. I just love them so much. They look like so. We have like 16 different shades, with more coming because I know there's more shades over in Europe. But yes, so this is the shade Au Natural. So this is like a pinky, natural pink look. I'm gonna put this on. Our liquid mattes, they dry to a matte finish, but they're so smooth and silky and they're smudge proof. So you can get up to like 4 to 8 hours depending on what you're doing. If you're eating and drinking a lot, probably a little bit less. But I love the applicator too because it's like a flat top as well as you get the point to be more precise. And then I take my finger and blend it. I think that's where the trick comes in, is the blending of it all. Yeah. My lips are a little chapped, so there's that. I'm gonna probably add a little bit more of the liquid matte color on. There we have today's look, you guys. What do you think? Okay, another tip. So once you put your liquid matte on, you do want it to dry, you want it to set, you want it to not smudge or budge. So give your lips a good 30 seconds to a minute before you do anything else. My last and final tip for you guys is okay, I have 2 tips. You know, can't just give you 1 tip, I'm gonna give you 2. So this tip, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your foundation brush. Once your lip is dry, you're gonna pat just the front of your lips, and the residual foundation that you have will give you just like another like cool, cute, adorable looking lip that just adds a little bit more dimension to your look. So tip 2, same kind of concept, but I like doing this one just because I don't like getting my mouth on my foundation brush. So take your concealer, take a little bit of this, tap it on here. Add a little bit of that light concealer right in the middle and it just pops your color even more, right? So look at that. Adding a little bit of concealer just changes up that lip a little bit more. And there we have it, guys. I hope you liked this live. I don't even know how long it is. Here we go. Let's rock this Saturday night out. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. All of your likes and your comments and your shares mean so much to me. I appreciate every single one of you guys that are here watching. And if you liked what you saw, please consider sharing it. It really helps my business, and I just appreciate you guys so much for watching. And until next time, have a good weekend.